guys, this is Tara with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today I'm bringing you the October Faves video. I know it's now like a week or two out of October, but better late than never. First, I want to start off with some of the herbs and teas that I'm liking for the month of October, or that I loved in the month of October. First one is vervain. And there are a couple of companies that I get some of my herbs from. Some of them I make myself because they're in my backyard. But vervain I get from Star West Botanicals. And I've been using it not only in like spell work, but also like protection. And I don't know, just other things that I've been doing, but I also use it in teas as well. So that is my vervain, and so I've been loving that. Also really good for sleep. So I put it like in a little sachet mixed with lavender under my pillow. Another fave of the month for October is bear root, also known as osha root. But this came in handy quite a bit, especially when I start to get that like tickle in my throat, or you know, there's like this nasty like snotty thing that was going around in October and kind of in November now. And I caught like a little like wisp of that, but I didn't get like full on sick. And this was really good, even though it tastes nasty, like nastier than nasty when you chew on it. It really coats your throat and like numbs it, so that if you do have a sore throat coming on, like you don't feel it. It does help to clear up your sinuses if you have it in tea form. I prefer it in tea form because then it just tastes like celery tea or like some sort of broth to me, which is good. But just chewing on the actual root, pretty disgusting, but it works. Another thing that I've been working a lot with is nettle, also known as like stinging nettle. And I've been using it in teas. I've been using it in sleep pillows. I've been using it kind of to sprinkle on coals. And actually, I think I have one burning back there, but it's my frankincense resin that's on my little coal right now. But this was really good, and I actually got this from my friend Stephanie in Belgium. And so I really appreciate her getting me this lovely nettle. Okay, and then as far as teas go, teas that I don't make myself, this was actually also from Stephanie, and this is her green tea cranberry. So good. The little tea packets are super fancy, and they look just like this. So you got the little fancy. It smells good. I'm having that tonight. Still obsessed with it. Not just an October thing, but I only have 3 of them left, so I'm gonna see if I can try to find this in the States. And then I also want to talk about some oils that I'm working with. And the first oil that I've just been using in everything from like salves to sprays to stuff that I put on my like little burner. I have one of those, like it's like a tea light burner where there's like tea light, and then up top it slowly like warms the oils and things like that. And I've really just been loving St. John's wort. You know, so yeah, I don't know, I just feel called to really be putting it in everything. So St. John's wort. Yeah. This other one it's one that came in one of the moon boxes, and it's called Flibase. But it has a very subtle scent, but for some reason I just feel like I put it on, always every morning I put it on my throat chakra, and even before I go to bed, and I don't know why, I just feel called to do it, and I just feel like something's off if I don't do that. And I feel like, I don't know, it just helps me kind of open up, which is really good for teaching. So loving this. Also loving my own spray that I made for myself during one of the full moons in October. Yeah, in the full moon in October. And it's just my KWT, Kittens, Weights, and Tarot for Life spray. And it has a really like earthy, masculine smell to it, And for me, it's been really like before I do any of my readings or before I work on anything that is for my business, I just give this like a little spray, which is great because I'm making a video for you guys right now. I just feel like it gives me that extra oomph and it gives that added like magic to anything that I do with my business. So this is a special spray for my business. Next, I wanted to get into books, and the book that I have been loving for a while, but it's taking me a while to read, just because I've been super busy with all my other jobs. I've been, I finished up with the opera stuff, which is great, and then I have some time before, they'll end up needing me for a different one. But I've been running around doing a lot of like photography stuff. In February, track season is going to start, so it's going to be a little harder to make consistent videos during track season since that kind of goes into the evening. And then we have, track meets a couple of days a week. So it's going to be a little harder then, but we'll wait till then. And November, this month, we're going to be doing our kind of like informational track meeting for any athletes that are interested in doing track and field. And it's like, so all of that's coming up, and so it's been a little harder to read, but Women Who Run with the Wolves has been just, I love the stories and the anecdotes and yeah, just all the mythos and things that are out there for women in legend, and just like what you can gain from it, and the archetypes from those different like ancient stories. So I have been really loving this. So if you're interested, I would highly give this a little gander, perhaps on Amazon or your local bookstore or wherever. So as this year is coming to a close, my Witch's Date book 2017 from Llewellyn was like, this was kind of like an all year thing. Like, it was really good, but in October there was just so much crammed in the pages of October. It was fantastic. All the things that you could do, all the rituals, all the different deities and oils to work with and things. So I really found this helpful. And actually during my anniversary weekend, this past weekend, just came back yesterday, we went to Tombstone, Arizona, and actually while we were in Bisbee, Arizona, I picked up a new date book. So I have my 2018 ready to go. I also want to mention that I've kind of always been obsessed with turtles, but my boyfriend has been kind of helping me bring more turtle jewelry into my life so that I always have that. And actually, if you guys see wearing what I'm wearing, these are the earrings that my boyfriend got me when we were in, gosh, where were we? It was in some part of Arizona. I mean, we were in Tombstone, we were in Bisbee, we were in Barton, we were in the Colossal Caves, Tucson. We were all over the place. So yeah, he got me these awesome turtle earrings. Oh wait, these were in Tombstone. That's right. We got them in one of the former saloons of the town. He also got me this wonderful turtle necklace. So I'm just wearing my turtle everything this month. So yeah, there's that one. There's this one, which is kind of like representative of me and my little baby Wally. There's this turtle. Kind of a forever fave turtle. This one is rad. And my awesome turtle that was bought on the Verona Indian Reservation during their powwow. Also in the month of October, I have been obsessed with quartz. I mean, I'm always using quartz. I use quartz in spells. I love to obviously wear quartz. But I don't know, I just felt like really drawn to have like big chunks of quartz everywhere, like use quartz in everything, whatever other stone I'm working with, I'm using quartz with it. So I have tons of, different quartz pieces. I'm finding, well, I mean, we have quartz all over our grounds, all around here, but I've just been like collecting quartz from everywhere. I collected quartz when I was out in Arizona for our anniversary weekend. So quartz has been a big deal for me for October. Well, next, I want to get into the decks I was working with, and I was working with quite a few for October, which usually I just have like a couple that I work with, but there was quite a few that really spoke to me in the month of October. The first one, it comes in my little green pouch here, and that is the Green Witch Tarot. Not because like October and witches and all of that stuff, but just the earthiness of the deck. Really spoke to me, and actually, if you want my honest opinion, it makes me feel like Yule and Christmas, but that's not why I chose it for October. Obviously, it was just the messages that I was getting, the earthiness from the deck. There were times that I needed a little bit of comforting, and I felt like this deck did the job on that. So that was the first one. And obviously I haven't taken down my October Samhain altar yet, because I still kind of feel like we're in the Samhain season. We're not quite into Yule yet, like that's December, so we have some time. But yeah, well, I mean, I'll redo it probably like next week. The next deck was the Anubis Oracle, and this one was I only used for deep meditations, and I felt like that's what I needed this month. So I don't know, I just kind of came up with this thing where there's my Anubis that's always with me. I figured like I would just like choose different ones that would help me. You know, there's a particular thing that I'm looking to achieve, and so I give myself like, let's say, a year's time, and I say in each month up to a year, which of these deities in the Egyptian pantheon or archetypes or feelings will be what I'm working with during each of those months leading up to what it is that I want to accomplish. So I've just kind of been like sticking with one, you know, like for the month of October, and then I have another one for the month of November, and just kind of meditating with them and being in their energy and all of that. So that's been pretty awesome. I have the Mildred Payne's Secret Pocket Oracle, and actually I just ordered from Deviant Moon the extra 13 cards that go with this very petite and tiny deck. So that'll be fun to work with when it finally comes in. I love reading them, and I guess they're kind of Lenormand-ish, but I like pairing them with other cards. I like reading them on their own. I think that even though they're really simple and they're tiny and they're cute, they give really good messages. So this one was really hard to put down, but I'm like, you know, my other decks and things, you know, they need love too. So, but this one was a hard one to put away. Okay, next is the Halloween Tarot, and I mean, it was Halloween, so you know, I'm gonna use the Halloween Tarot. So like, what better time to bust it out? But I have this out when it's not Halloween, but you know, obviously since we're in that month, this is what I'm gonna use. Okay, next was my the Santa Muerte Tarot, and I have not put this one away, nor will I ever put it away, just because I work so well with this deck. Here's the backings, and the messages I receive are so on point, and I feel like it's definitely, if there is such a thing as a soul deck, this is it for me. So yeah. Also, because it's like October, I also had to bust out the Halloween Oracle by Stacey DeMarco, and here are the backings of those. And so, oops. Oh, why is this upside down? That was upside down. So yeah, I used this one for my daily draws, and I used it in a couple of readings. But yeah, I felt that it was just really appropriate for October, of course. Okay, next was the Oracle of the Dragon Fae, and I really felt, I mean, fairy energy, but mostly like dragon energy. So I was doing a lot of dragon work, especially with one of my guides. His name is Xanthus, and he is a blue dragon. And so this was the deck I was called to use. I have other fairy decks, but this one, you know, it having also the dragon energy within it, is what I was called to. I have other dragon decks too, but I just really like this one. I also busted out Le Vampire by Lucy Cavendish. I think, well, not only did I, well, there's the backs there. Not only did I use it for daily draws, but this time I used this one to pair with my tarot readings, especially for client readings. They really appreciated Le Vampire in the month of October. And let's do one more. Awesome. Okay, for like out of the blue, the Gospel of Aradia really called to me. So I was actually really working with her energy quite a bit in the month of October. And I'm not sure where that came from or why, but it was like an explosive, like, we need to work together. And then it was like she was out at the end of October. So I don't know, that was pretty cool. And the last deck, the final deck that I was working with in October was the Flower of Life Oracle, and I did do a review of this, so if you're interested in that, definitely check out my deck reviews, my playlist. So each of these has like a different backing, and then this is like a photography type deck. And I just really enjoyed it. I used it mostly for daily draws, and I appreciated the messages that came through with it. It is the evening time. My buddy just barely started working as I got home from work, so now he's working down in the kitchen. Right, that's it for me, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this October faves. It's just really quick, and I just wanted to share like all my goodies and the things that I'm working with. You know, not everything is new, and I don't think things have to be new. You know, it's good that, you know, if you get something and you continue to work with it and use it, you know, wear it out is my thing. You know, use things until you can't use them anymore, and if they're still good, gift them to somebody else. That's kind of my reduce, reuse, and recycle. All right, so let me know if you guys have any questions or comments, and if you dug this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to click subscribe. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you're notified whenever my videos pop up, which are like daily, except for this past weekend because, you know, it was anniversary weekend and we were out of town. And if you want to catch your reading with me, know that you could either click on the box that pops up here, or you can click down below, go into my Etsy shop or my website and book a reading with me, or look at the fantastic jewelry that I make, my bracelets. And that's it from me, spiritual homies, so I will catch you later. All right, peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.